Good morning, YouTube. Guess what? It's the first flea market of the year, 2024. And it's pouring down rain, so I'm going to run in and check it out. But if you're into it, stick around and let's do some live footage. Let's do this. Paid early to get in. So maybe we'll catch some stuff as they're unpacking.
I'm not sure. I know I can make up shoes right now. I'm getting low. It's been taking care of Mom and I haven't been going out.
What are you asking for the little stove?
$10 each.
All right, we did it. That was pretty barren in there. I got one little thing, but let's head home and I'll show you what we picked up. See you in a little bit. All right, everybody, we're back at the shop and it is pouring down rain. It's been miserable. It's been in the low 40s today and really rainy, kind of a wet rain too. But you know what? It's Saturday. We're not at work and we're together. And you decide to stick around, so let's check out the goodies. Not a big bulk day, but the stuff that I picked up I really liked. I'm not sure if you picked up on it or not, but I paid for the day early option, which is it's a $5 fee. I'm not going to be able to go to the flea market tomorrow because Eric and I are hiking tomorrow. And by the way, make sure you tune in tomorrow because if all goes planned, you're going to see one heck of a waterfall. It is absolutely stunning. So stay tuned for that. We'll post that tomorrow. Eric will have it, and I'll have it both on our channels. So we're really looking forward to that. So I'll be right back, and let's take a look at some stuff. So the first thing, I went to my van. I had to go to the bathroom, so I unloaded everything in the van, walked back, and I'm like, oh, you know what? There was this one table that they were just starting to unpack, and so I went back to that table. I picked up something that I absolutely love. I'm probably going to sell it, but I'm going to enjoy it for a few days while I have it. But like I explained, I went a day early on Saturday, and that Saturday is when the dealer's set up. It's not actually technically open to the public, so you can pay a $5 fee and you can go there, and if you're patient, you can walk around and meet some people and help people load stuff from their cars out to their tables, and then hopefully you can get a good deal maybe right when they're unpacking. It's kind of catch-22 because they're just as easy, they're not going to give you a sweet deal, right? Because they've got all day tomorrow where everybody's coming, so they could probably do better than trying to give you So the benefit is maybe you get the first shot at something. So keep that in mind. So anyway, dumped everything off of the van, went in to go use the bathroom, remembered that there was a table that I didn't get to see, and they were there and they were unpacking. So I'll show you what I picked up. I picked up these wooden, and these babies are old. The necks, they all articulate. Look at these babies. There's the horse. Just absolutely beautiful. I mean, and these are old, let me tell you. So I got this one. I got this kooky monkey. Got that guy. I'm saving the best for last. I think this is a donkey. Eeyore. And they're all complete too. There's nothing missing on them. Little rope tail. Look at these guys. And then the best for last is the elephant. Check this beautiful thing out. Isn't that just cool? All wood. I mean, certainly hand carved. Someone's made these. Maybe like a marionette type thing, puppet show type deal, or just a really, really elaborate toy for children. So check out that face. That's a face only that people that love collecting stuff would enjoy. So anyway, I got those 4 pieces. I had to pay up a little bit on them, and I don't mind. I looked up just the horse alone. I'll get everything I paid back on just one of these. I would really like to figure out if I could just sell the 3 and keep the elephant, but I don't need it. So anyway, that's that. Let's go to the next thing. All right, next up, Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels 12-car rally case set by Mattel, and it is in really pristine shape. Let's see, what day is it? 1967. So I think some of you may recall getting these. There's some cars in here, but the cars are terrible. I think they just threw some cars in there for display. They're junk, but check it out. Remember these babies? So that'll actually, I'll sell that. That'll go nice. I'll put some nicer cars in that and sell that all as one money. Then I picked up these glass jars with the corks. These were $1 a piece, and these were 50 cents a piece. Look at these. Look at these beautiful glass jars. They're tapered. I love them. I love them. So I got 4 of the little ones and 2 of the bigger ones. I'll set that off to the side. I picked up this interesting little cup. I don't know if you remember this little fuzzy guy, but hopefully somebody. It's Tim Horton Donuts, a friend along the way, and it's in really good shape. It has the bottom with an adhesive that would stick to your car, and then that would slide in there and snap. It's got a removable lid. I think this is going to go into the collection. I like the size of it, and it's just kooky. I really like this mug. Sean, what do you think? Set that off the side. Really, really cool little book right here. I think I might actually even maybe even do a series down the road and actually show you some of the chapters of this book. Everything from it's called The Woodcraft, and let's see, Columbus, Ohio, and it's like a little bushcrafting book. It's got little tips and tricks and building the home camp, different fire techniques. Once you get your cabin built, you know how to do flip up tables. It's all primitive stuff. So woodcraft, and how many pages is it? Gosh, probably 108 pages. Cool book. Maybe it'll be fun to take some methods out of here and show the pictures and read what they say about it. That'd be kind of fun. And at the same place, I got this little pamphlet. It was $1. Camping Tips by Sir Edmund Hillary. And I think this is like the guy from Everest. It's a Sears book. Check it out. Check out the different tents. Different oh, the whole thing is tents. Isn't that cool? No, here's a couple things. Here, how to choose a good campsite. How to equip your trailer. Yeah. Isn't that cool? I love it. Okay, only a few more things here. This little guy here, I hit him every single time. I've gotten something from his booth every single time. This is from, it's military. It's a water repellent sleeping bag cover. And it says it's in mint condition, World War II, water repellent, and it has a date on it, 11/26/1944. I'm not going to open it up and show you, but what I understand is that this is a bag that your sleeping bag would go in, and then once the sleeping bag's in it, then you roll this up, so then when you drop your sleeping bag on the ground or otherwise, you don't ruin your sleeping bag. So this is definitely a keeper. I'm super stoked. And look at the price on this baby, $8. Gotta love that. Let's see. Let's get this out of the way. I'm getting to some good stuff. I'm holding out, so don't go away. All right. Check out this little lantern. Okay. I thought this was just for show. No, it's battery operated. It's made by Hong Kong. It's a butterfly. So I think this is the same company that actually makes lanterns, because I know that there's a whole series of Hong Kong lanterns, but it's got two elements in it, and it's got a green and a red side, and it's battery operated. You pop this off on the bottom. It looks like it takes maybe 2 C's. So you'll be seeing this. I'm going to try and get this running up, and I'll probably do a short on this. If I get around to it, you'll be seeing that soon. All right. This I actually picked up underneath someone's table. I'll show this to you in a second. But I found the coolest. I had to thumb through, I don't know, 500 pictures. But look at this. We got a woman camping, and she it looks to me like she's got a Coleman stove. You see that? Okay. Here's another woman cooking on an open fire, camping. Another woman with a big old stringer of fish. Tell me that's not cool. Here's another man and a boy with a stringer of fish. Looks like a man and maybe his granddaughter cooking over a camper open fire. And here's a young man with a good, like probably 10-inch trout. So it dawned on me that I'm gonna get me a cigar box, and I'm gonna start collecting any photos that have to do with camping or outdoor. Wouldn't that be cool? And then I'll make a slideshow someday out of it. So I'm gonna set those off to the side because I'm gonna get to this. This is somebody's sketchbook. and I was so impressed by these sketches. Let me just flip these around. The pencil work on these sketches are absolutely stunning. See this cutaway? Looks like a variant of a T-bird, but it gets better. Little airplane. Check that out. It just goes on and on and on. I'm gonna skip the watercolor. Some animals. I think that's it. So that's pretty cool. Set that aside. Oh, there's sketches on the back too. So they're back to back. Alright, I don't want to mess these up. Get these off to the side, Steve. Alright, I'm back. Okay. Camp set. This is not your flimsy cheapo camp set. One, it's very thick. It's probably twice as thick as the one that I have. It's got the hook style. Here, I'm gonna flip you down and we'll scope this out. We've got 4 plates in here. I'll get to this in a minute. This is another frying pan, okay, and then of course a lid, a coffee pot, 2 more lids, 2 more handles for the frying pans. Okay, follow me on this. A medium-sized pot. It can take this style of handle, but inside here there are 2 press-on handles, bucket handle style. So you put this on here, and now you can lift them like a bucket. I got one for that one, and then another pot. The second pot here. Snap that on. Boom. Okay. Then inside the coffee pot, there are cups, and then these little guys, which I think straddle over this one. Yeah, this one. Oops. I just dropped one. Well, I'll find it in a minute. But these guys, I think these are like for doing like poached eggs or something like that. You go in here like that. You get my drift. And the 4th one is down there on the bottom. So that is like some cook set. I paid $10 for that baby, and I absolutely love it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that as well. I'm gonna stop the video and I'm gonna put this together, and I'll show you 2 more things. Man, I had to put that set back together. Woo! That took a minute. Okay, you remember a couple months ago when I saw that beautiful Coleman stove, and the guy had a price of $1 on it? Well, and it really was 100. Anyway, he was there today. We got another kick out of it because I talked to him about it, and I told him it was a beautiful stove and it was well worth what he was asking for it. And anyway, I saw him today, and we started talking about the stove, and he still had it. So I'm like, hey, are you tired of looking at that stove yet? And we made a deal. I mean, it was a deal I could not refuse. And look at this beautiful, beautiful stove. I just had coffee with it. I mean, I can't but help to keep this one. I've got others that are in nowhere near this condition. This thing is absolutely pristine condition. So that was my big purchase today. Boom, had to do it. We both were happy. So we got another Speedmaster in the collection. But not least, I think you saw this in the video. But not one, but two MSRs. Ah! Woo! This one, they are complete, beautiful stoves. All the kits, all the wind visors. This one I think is the. I'm not sure which one this one. This is not the Firefly. This one's the Whisper Light, maybe, with the bag and everything. But guess what? It also has the pump, and it's the good yellow pump. This is the money pump right here. These are the ones that everybody wants, and it's all complete, and it looks good. And yeah, right here, MSR Seattle, right on the tip. This is beautiful. This pump is worth more than that stove. But together, all in, $10. But here's the beauty. Those Whisper Lights come about pretty often, but I think this is an XGR. This one does not come up very often. It's not rare by any means, but to find them in the wild, you don't find this stove in the wild. So I'm gonna fire this bad boy up. I'm gonna do at least a short on this and show you the performance of this stove. But this is a killer stove. And again, it has everything in it. It has all the kits, all the windscreens, all the service kits, and boom, a second yellow pump, and appears to be in perfect condition also. Yep, Seattle, MSR Seattle, USA. Now this one, this is a $100 stove all day long. Just the stove. To get everything with it, wind screens and the installation kits and the whole gamut, who knows? But bam! That's it. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Stay tuned tomorrow for our hike footage, and we'll see you around.